Hello, class 7th. I'm here with the second part of the chapter bringing up curry. We have discussed in the first part about curry, an elephant, which was a baby elephant, how he had saved the life of a drowning boy, as well as about his mischievous acts as described by the narrator. Now, in this part, he is telling us how he taught this elephant to learn different things. It is given here, an elephant is willing to be punished for having done wrong, but if you punish him without any reason, he will remember it and pay you back in your own coin. So, because curry was very young and it was also mischievous like babies, but the narrator tells us that elephant is always ready to be punished if it has done some mistake. If it has done something wrong, it is ready to be punished. But if you punish an elephant without any reason, then the elephant remembers it and he takes the revenge of all that. The way you have done with him, he does the same with you. That is why it is written, he pays you back in your own coin. Okay. Now next, here we can see what is given. An elephant must be taught. Yes, in this part he is telling us how did he teach his elephant. An elephant must be taught when to sit down, when to walk, when to go fast and when to go slow. These things are taught by the owner to an elephant, and it is must to be taught to him. He should learn how to sit down, when to sit down, when to walk, when to go fast, when to go slow. You teach him these things as you teach a child. If you say dhat and pull him by the ear, he will gradually learn to sit down. Means to make an elephant sit down, you have to say dhat, as well as you have to pull him by the ear. Then he will by and by learn to sit down. Similarly, if you say mali and pull his trunk forward, he will gradually learn that it is the sign or the signal to walk. So in this way, if you want an elephant to walk, then what you have to do? You have to say mali and you have to pull his trunk forward. Then he will by and by learn that he is being asked to walk. So these were the things which were taught by the narrator to his elephant curry. So he says curry learned Mali after 3 lessons. So Mali means how order to walk. He learned it only after 3 lessons. He learned that he is being asked, he is being given signal to walk, and he learned it only after 3 lessons. But it took him 3 weeks to learn dhat. But how to sit down while saying dhat, it was difficult for the animal to learn, but he learned it, but only after 3 weeks. Okay, he was no good at sitting down. And do you know why an elephant should be taught to sit down? That is the question to you. Why the elephant should be taught to sit down? Because he grows taller and taller than you who take care of him. Okay, the height of an elephant is larger than the human beings. And elephant keeps on growing taller and taller day by day. So that when he is 2 or 3 years old, when the elephant gets 2 or 3 years old, then it becomes difficult to climb his back, right? It becomes difficult to climb his back. So he should learn to sit down so that it could become easy for the owner to climb his back. Okay, so here it is written, you can only reach his back with a ladder because he is grown up, and it becomes difficult for the owner to reach his back. So one has to make use of a ladder. It is therefore better to teach him to sit down by saying dhat, so that you can climb upon his back. And now if the elephant has learned to sit down, then it will be easy to climb his back. For who would want to carry a ladder around all the time? Because ladder cannot be taken everywhere all the time to sit on the back of the or reach the back of the elephant. That is why the elephant is taught to sit down, so that it could become easy for the owner to reach its back. The most difficult thing to teach an elephant is the master call. Now third thing is teaching the elephant master call. Now what is master call? It has been given. Here we will be discussing it. The most difficult thing, let me set the text first. Yes, it is now good. The most difficult thing to teach an elephant is the master call. He generally takes 5 years to learn it properly. Okay, means master call was very much important, and it was to be taught to the elephant. An elephant took 5 years to learn it properly. The master call, what is master call? It is a strange hissing, howling sound. Hissing is the sound of a snake, and howling is the sound of a tiger. So it is a strange hissing, howling sound, as if a snake and tiger were fighting each other. Such kind of sound is produced by the owner, and you have to make that kind of noise in his ear. And this kind of sound is produced it is made in the ears of one of the ear of the elephant. And you know what do you expect an elephant to do when you give him the master call? Now when you have given the master call to the elephant, what does it do? We didn't know. Let's see what does the elephant do. If you are lost in the jungle and there is no way out and everything is black except the stars above, means there is night and you are lost in the jungle, you are with your elephant and there is darkness all around, you could not find anything, any way out of the jungle then, and you dare not stay very long anywhere, and you are not ready to stay in such a dark place for a long time, then the only thing to do then is to give the master call, and at once the elephant pulls down the tree in front of him with his trunk. Okay, what happens? The only thing to do then is give the master call. So at that time the owner of the elephant, he gives the master call in the ear of the elephant, and at once the elephant, what does he start? He starts pulling down the trees in front of him. Whatever tree comes in front of him, he starts pull it down, and he does it with his trunk. Now why does he do so? Because this frightens all animals away. When the animals in the forest, they listen to such a noise, then they start running away. As the tree comes crashing down, monkeys wake from their sleep and run from branch to branch. So due to this action of the elephant, due to the pulling down of the trees and the branches, when they are crashed down, the monkeys, they woke up from their sleep and they start running from branch to branch. You can see here in this picture, a tree is being pulled down by the elephant, and branches have already been crashed, they have been broken, and the animals, they are running here and there, and you can see monkeys, they are running from branch to branch, and even the deers, they are running away, and perhaps the tiger is also frightened of that noise. And you can see what happens. You can see them in the moonlight, because it is night and there is light of moon only. So in the moonlight you can see the animals running away, and you can almost see that stags, means deers, you can see the stags running in all the directions below. They start running here and there. You can hear the growl of the tiger in distance. You can also hear the growl of the tiger, but that will not be very much near you. That will be in some distance, because the tiger is also frightened of the noise. Even he is frightened, yes. Then the elephant pulls down the next tree, and the next, and the next. In this way, the elephant keeps on pulling down the trees, next to next to next, with the help of that master call. Soon you will find that he has made a road right through the jungle straight to your house. Means it is a kind of help for the owner through his elephant, and the elephant does all this through the master call, which is given, which is made by the owner in his ear, and he starts pulling down the trees. Okay, and in this way he makes a road towards the house through the jungle. So dear student, it was all about this chapter, Bringing Up Kari. It was written by Dhan Gopal Mukherjee from Kari the Elephant. Means that might be a small extract taken from this book, Kari the Elephant by Dhan Gopal Mukherjee. Now about the exercise. The enclosure in which Kari lived had a thatched roof. I had told you it is covered roof, covered with dead grass, dry grass that lay on thick tree stumps. Examine the illustration of Kari's pavilion on page number 8 and say why it was built that way. So at page number 8 you can see only the picture. Picture is given of the pavilion where the elephant was staying, where it used to live. Okay, here is the picture at page number 8. You can see thatched roof above the stumps. So why was it made in this way? That is the question. It was made in this way because whenever the elephant would move inside the enclosure, then if there are no tree stumps used, only bamboo sticks are used, then they may be broken with the movement of the elephant, and this dead grass thatched roof will come down. It will fall down. That is why it is done. And these tree stumps are very much helpful to keep the roof in its place. They give a very good support to the roof. That is why this enclosure was made in this way. Okay, so this was the first question. And now question number 2. Did Kari enjoy his morning bath in the river? Give a reason for your answer. Yes, he used to enjoy the morning bath, and he used to lay on the sand by the side of the river, and whenever the author, means the narrator, used to bathe him, he used to shout, mean cry, with pleasure. It all shows that he used to enjoy morning bath in the river. Finding good twigs for Kari took a long time. Why? That is third question. It was not easy for the narrator to collect good twigs for Kari. It used to take a long time. He had to go for very luscious green twigs and all, safe, not broken, not spoiled, not deformed. If these twigs are deformed, then the elephant would not touch it. So the narrator had to be very much careful about collecting the twigs for his elephant, and that is why it used to take a long time, and he had to climb tree to tree to collect his twigs. Question number 4. Why did Kari push his friend into the stream? He pushed his friend, mean the narrator, into the stream because he just wanted to save the life of a drowning boy, and he himself could not bring that boy out of the river. So he wanted the help of the narrator to save that boy. Question number 5. Curry was like a baby. What are the main points of comparison? Yes, Curry has been compared with a baby. Like a baby, he was having such habits because he was very much mischievous. He used to steal. He had stolen the bananas like babies from the kitchen table with the help of his trunk, right? Black trunk. So we can say he was like a baby. Question number 6. Curry helped himself to all the bananas in the house without anyone noticing it. How did he do it? We know that he used to do that with the help of his black trunk, and he used to come there all silently, and with the help of the stump he used to steal the bananas from the kitchen table through the window, right? And he used to do so in such a way that nobody could notice it. Question number 7. Curry learned the commands to sit and to walk. What were the instructions for each commands? So you know what were the commands? He was given the command to sit, and that was, what was that command? It was dhat, D-H-A-T. When he was said dhat and pulled by the ear, then it means that he has to sit down, and to learn this he had taken 3 weeks time. And for walking, what was to be done? He was to be caught by his trunk, and it was to be pulled straight forward, so that he learned that he has to walk now. And he learned this lesson only after 3 lessons. He learned this instruction. What is the master call? Why is it the most important signal for an elephant to learn? Master call, we have already discussed that it is a hissing and growling sound. It seems as if the tiger and the snake both are fighting, and it is the most important call because with the help of this, the narrator when gives the elephant this call, then the animal starts pulling down the trees from trees one to another, and when he does so, a lot of noise is created, and the animals like monkeys, deers and tigers, they start running away, and a kind of road is made through the forest towards the house of the narrator during a dark night, when he is all stuck into the forest and he has to reach the house. With the help of the master call, the narrator reaches the home, and who helps him? It is the elephant who pulls down the trees and breaks all the branches. So dear students, these were the questions, exercise questions, which you have to note down, you have to write down in your homework notebooks, as well as you have to read the chapter. And if you find any problem, then you may make a call to me. I'm always there to help you. You just stay happy, stay home, and don't wander here and there. It is the high time to take care of our own selves. You have to follow the instructions of your elders, as well as the homework which is being provided to you by your teacher, that is to be done time to time. Okay, and learn everything whatever is being taught to you. And if you find any problem, you may make a call. Okay, thank you very much. Please stay safe, stay home. Bye bye.